Welcome to my kitchen. This is Cooking Made Simple and I am MindBlown Chef. Now, today's recipe, very exciting because here's what we did. We took fajitas from a few days ago and we're gonna use those fajitas and make a fajita spaghetti. That's the kind of stuff we're gonna start doing. That way, when you're sitting at home and you made all this food and you have all these leftovers and you don't know what to do with them, well, check it out. Here's an option. So look, not very many ingredients. I'm only adding a couple extra things. Check it out. I got the Tupperware container. Look, the fajita mix is inside here. So this is chicken fajitas that we use. Like I said, you want to check out that recipe, I will put the link in this video. I got a bag of thin spaghetti right here. I got some cheese and I got cilantro for garnish at the end. And then I got about a cup of cream and I don't know, a quarter cup of butter. We'll see exactly how much we're gonna use when we start going at this. For our first step, you wanna get a pot on boiling water. So that's what we're gonna do right now. Pasta water, you always wanna season with a little bit of salt. That'll help season your pasta as it cooks. We're gonna bring that up to temperature and now we're gonna work on our sauce while that's coming up to temp. So to build our sauce, what we're gonna do, we're gonna put a little bit of butter in here. We're gonna melt that down. While our butter's almost melted, I'm gonna go ahead and add that cream. And then I'm gonna add some cheese to this and make kind of a quick cheese sauce, pan cheese sauce. Whatever kind of cheese you wanna add, go ahead, add it now. It's gonna add a lot of flavor. It's also gonna help thicken up our sauce. So look, I'm using one pan right here. The other pan is just to boil our pasta. I got one pan. I've added 2 or 3 new ingredients, butter, cream, and cheese, just to make a little base for our sauce. That's it. Very simple. And we're using leftovers here. Now, depending on how much leftover you have, you're gonna need to look at your cream volume to your leftover volume. You definitely wanna have some kind of a sauce consistency. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my fajita mix into this. If I need to add a little bit more cream and some more cheese to kind of balance out, I will do so at that time. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna add my fajita mix in there. I'm gonna take a look at this. I am gonna add a little bit more cream because I can tell you right now I'm not gonna have as much sauce as I want. Some more cream going in. That looks nice right there. Now I'm just gonna let this reduce down. I'm gonna give it a taste for salt and pepper. It should be pretty seasoned because the seasoning we put on the fajitas was already pretty rich. So all this is gonna reduce down. If I wanna add more cheese, I wanna taste more cheese, I can add so. But there's so many things you can do with this. But it's just one pan, leftovers, and another pot for spaghetti. Super, super simple way to reuse leftovers. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna grate a little more cheese into this since I added more cream. And we're gonna let this kind of simmer on a medium heat. We want some nice little bubbles here. But I wanna get this nice and thick and saucy, so we want it to reduce a little bit. Alright, just gave it a little taste. Definitely does not taste like leftovers, tastes amazing. I'm gonna add a little bit of salt and I'm gonna add a little bit of pepper to this, just to bring out some more of that flavor. And that's it, just keep letting it go. So nice little bubbles. You can see the little tiny bubbles right here. That's what we're looking for. This sauce is as thick as I want to go, so I'm gonna just cut this off, set it to the side. I am still waiting on my water to boil. Never stare at a pot, it'll never boil, whatever the saying is. So as soon as that starts to boil, we're gonna drop our pasta in. We're gonna follow the directions on the package. That's it, man, that's all there is to it. The water is finally boiling. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna drop in my noodles. Don't ever say noodles to an Italian guy, it's always pasta. It's kind of disrespectful. So pasta, drop my pasta into the water. I don't break my pasta. I don't like that. I like to not have niceness. Alright, so we're gonna keep it whole. Let it just work its way down. I'll just take my spoon right here and it'll just fall on its own, or you can just kind of push it down, let it do its thing. Always stir it too at the beginning, make sure you stir it. Because what happens is the pasta sticks together, and I don't know if you've ever seen that, but you pull it out and you're left with like huge chunks. Make sure you stir it up at the beginning, and you want to make sure you have a rolling boil. It helps with that. Alright, let's check this pasta. I think it's ready. Definitely ready. So we strain our pasta. Here's how we're gonna plate this up. Pasta down. Just like that. Okay. Spoonfuls right on top. Just like that. You can add more if you want more, you want less, that's up to you. Then we're gonna take, I have some cheese here. I'm gonna just grate some cheese right across the top of this. Just like that. And I'm gonna finish it with some nice chiffonade cilantro. Just like that. That's a complete leftover meal. Very easy. Come on guys, look at that. You could serve this as a regular meal to any guest on any day of the week and they would have no idea it was leftovers. We made this with one pan and one pot for spaghetti and half the ingredients were leftover. Doesn't get much easier than that. Sexy. You can show me filling it. See? I'm filling my water right here. Because what I want is a nice balance between the sauce and the fajita mix. I think I already said that. Okay? We're just waiting. It's a waiting game. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna... You want me to redo it?
Yes.
Oh, sorry, okay. Is that good? And then you're gonna...